You know, this is the second film that I've seen this year that uses a rock as a symbol for greed and wealth. And it just so happens that that would be a hell of a double feature. Uncut Gems is the newest film from A24, and it is written and directed by the Safdie brothers, and this film follows a man named Howard. He is a jewelry store owner, but when he makes a risky bet, he must recoup his losses if he is to keep himself and his family safe. Before we get started, if you would mind leaving a like on this video, I would really appreciate it a lot because it truly does help boost my content and have people like you find this video. In 2017, the Safdie brothers released what may not have been their directorial debut, but was a film that certainly put them on my radar with Good Time. It's a movie that kind of puts the foot on the gas and it doesn't really let up until the credits begin to roll. And with Uncut Gems, they essentially do the same thing. What you have is a film that chronicles a man who makes a sequence of terrible decisions. As the movie progresses, the decisions that he makes just get worse and worse, which is absolutely something that plays to the Safdie brothers' strengths, because something that they're great at is drawing suspense out of a bad situation that just got worse. Because without a doubt, that's what Good Time was for almost the entirety of that film, and that absolutely also applies to Uncut Gems. Throughout this entire film, this movie seems to be like encouraging the audience to just rip their hair out by the root because of some of the infuriating decisions that the protagonist of this movie makes, and that protagonist is portrayed by Adam Sandler. Now, in recent years, the Sandman just really hasn't clicked with me. Apart from 2017's The Meyerowitz Stories, he hasn't made a film that I've outright loved, and not only do I not love these movies, but I don't even like or tolerate them, so it couldn't have made me happier to see that with Uncut Gems, Adam Sandler not only gives one of the best performances of the year, but probably the best performance of his career. And throughout that career, Adam Sandler has obviously proven himself to be a very prolific comedian, appearing in pretty iconic roles such as Happy Gilmore or some pretty unwatchable garbage like Grown Ups. But I think it's exactly because Adam Sandler is this likable and charismatic guy that he is able to lend a type of charm with this character. And although no, you don't exactly condone some of the decisions that he makes in this movie, most certainly not, but you're almost involuntarily compelled to watch him go on this insane journey. And it's a journey that once Howard, Adam Sandler's character, is thrown into, it's this relentlessly engaging, white-knuckled thriller that feels like a personal story from the two directors, both Syrian Jews whose father worked in the Diamond District, like Sandler's character in this film. And in following this character, Howard Ratner, in this film, he makes these decisions throughout the entirety of this movie that are almost always steeped in some type of self-interest or greed. He's always looking for the next score, or looking how to get out of the situation that he's currently in, or looking for the next person who's going to pay attention to him and who's going to love him. But in doing so, he's putting himself in a worse situation, because once he's put out one fire, 3 more have already begun. But there's a detail about this film that I absolutely love, and it's that when the audience is introduced to this character, all of these fires have already started around him, and he's kind of enseeped in them. And throughout the entirety of this movie, these fires slowly begin to engulf him. You get the idea that this is the kind of shit that he's been doing for a while now, and people are finally getting tired of it. Which again results in a film that is completely engaging throughout the entirety of its runtime. I was sitting at the edge of my seat, just so uncomfortable because I was so anxious about what I was seeing on screen. Adam Sandler is unstoppable as he gives what may be one of, if not the best performances of his career. This movie tells a white-knuckled story of greed and excess that manages to not be only one that is topical, but be completely exhilarating. So did you guys see Uncut Gems? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, you can click on the link down below where you can subscribe to my channel to see more movie reviews and movie-related things. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.